bhajaniya. Otherwise, why you do bhajan, Hari bhajan? Huh? Understand me? We have perfect eternal loving relationship with Lord Hari. Therefore, Hari is the soul of all souls, Paramatma, very dear. Yes. To serve Him, to render loving service to Him, to give Him happiness and enjoyment, we'll get happiness. Do you understand? Because He is the object of love. So I render some service to the object of the Lord of my heart, who is the object of love, then we'll get ananda. Happiness. So, Hari is to be served, bhajaniya. Savai punso paradharma jata bhakti adhokhyade ahetuya pridada jayatma suprasidati. Find out the verse, first canto, second chapter. Jiva Goswami Prabhu in his Sandarbha quoted many these verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. So he has given instruction that Hari Bhajan, there is an instruction Hari Bhajan. Bhakti is abhidhaya. Bhakti, Krishna samandha. Samandha, abhidhaya, prayodhana. Three tattvas. Veda says three tattva. Samandha tattva, abhidhaya tattva, prayodhana tattva. Samandha tattva is relationship is Lord Hari, Krishna. Abhidhaya is bhakti. Prayodhana, need, requirement is prema. Three tattvas. So, in his Sandarbha, Srila Jiva Goswami quoted many verses. Savai punsang paradharmo jato bhakti adhokhyade ahetukya pradiyata dayatma suprasidati.
The supreme occupation, dharma, for all humanity is that by which men can attain to loving devotional service unto the transcendent Lord. Such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted, completely satisfy the self.
Ahetuki apradhyata. What is that? What is it? What translation?
Causeless.
Causeless and
Theata is unbroken.
Unbroken, continuous. Ahetuki apradhyata. Then, what is that is Jayatma suprasidati. The soul will be happy, pleased, isn't it? Not body and mind. Your body and mind will please because soul is the main thing. The soul is present in body, therefore body is alive and conscious. A soul gets out of body, there are clump of dead matters. So, to give pleasure to the soul, automatic body will get Jayatma suprasidati, isn't it? Is ahetukya pradhyata. Then soul becomes pleased. Then what will happen? When you are engaged in such bhakti yoga, you will engage in Shravanam Kirtanam. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti yoga prayoditaha janayiti asu vairagyam jnanancho jadahetugam.
By rendering devotional service under the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, one immediately acquires causeless knowledge and detachment from the world.
He engaged in Shravan Kirtan of Lord Hari, Krishna, automatic development of Jnana Vairagya, knowledge and detachment. No separate endeavor will be there. It's automatic. Jnana Vairagya. Do you understand? So, this bhakti is the topmost only thing required. Tatsavdhana munayo jnana vairagya duktaya pasyanti atmani chatmano bhaktya sruta guhitaya. 1 to 12, text 12, verse 12, you see. Tatsavdhana munayo jnana vairagya duktaya pasyanti atmani chatmano bhaktya sruta guhitaya.
The seriously inquisitive student or sage, well equipped with knowledge and detachment, realizes that absolute truth by rendering devotional service in terms of what he has heard from the Vedanta Shruti.
Pasyanti atmani chatmanam. But Prabhupada translates. Pasyanti atmani chatmanam bhaktya sruta gruhitaya. Bolo?
Pasyanti is see.
See.
Atmani,
Yes.
self.
Yes. Goddess Bhakti has two sons, Jnana and Vairagya. So, if you develop another devotion, pure devotion, Sudha Bhakti, Ananya Bhakti, automatically Jnana Vairagya will develop. No separate endeavor is needed. Do you understand me? That is what it is said here. That is what. So, this Bhakti is Durlabha, rarely achieved. Do you follow? Bhakti is Durlabha. Jnana to Sulabha Mukti, Mukti, Jagyata se sada. Isn't it? Madhvananda. Why don't you quote? What are you doing? Jnana Sulabha Bhakti, Mukti, Jagyadi Punyataha, Sayam Sadhana Sasri Hari Bhakti Sudurlabha. Jnana Sulabha Mukti, Bhuktir Jagyadi Punyataha, Sayam Sadhana Sasri Hari Bhakti Sudurlabha. Very easily you can get Mukti by Jnana Sadhana. Isn't it? Understand me? If you cultivate Jnana, do Jnana Sadhana, very easily you get Mukti. Bhuktir Jagyati Punyata. If you perform Punya Karma, auspicious activity, you will get enough enjoyment, material enjoyment, isn't it? Demigods are getting. That is the result of their Punya Karma. Do you understand? Say a sadhana sasrayit, Hari Bhakti Sudurlabha. But if you do thousands of sadhana, still Hari Bhakti is rarely achieved. Understand me? Sudurlabha. This is Sudurlabha. Hari Bhakti is Sudurlabha. Rarely achieved. Hari Bhakti is Sudurlabha. Rarely achieved. Why? What is needed? What is needed? Bolo. What is needed? Because mere sadhana will not help you to attain bhakti, get bhakti. Something else is needed. What is that? What is that? To become the servant of a pure devotee. Understand? Sudha Bhakta Dasya. Understand? To become the servant of a pure devotee. Serve him. Take shelter at his lotus feet, serve him. Susrusaya. Understand me? By service. This is needed. Mere sadhana won't help you to develop bhakti. Therefore, Sudha Bhakta Dasya, who can connect you, who can establish your eternal loving relationship with the Supreme Lord. He has power. Do you understand? Otherwise you cannot develop. This is, therefore Hari Bhakti is Sudurlabha. Hari Bhakti is Sudurlabha. So, Tasmadekena Manasa Bhagavan Sattvatamapati Sotavya Kirtitavya Dheya Pujyascha Nityadaha. Bolo.
Therefore, with one pointed attention, one should constantly hear about, glorify, remember, and worship the personality of Godhead, who is the protector of the devotees.
Yes. He is the protector of the devotees, and you must, what do you say, Srotavya Kirtitavya Dheya. You must hear his katha. You must glorify. You must meditate. You must offer worship to. Isn't it? What is that? Yes. So, Sravanadi Bhakti, and it begins by hearing Harikatha. Do you follow? So that person will develop taste for Harikatha, Harikatha Ruchi. Is so relishing, so nectarian, so sweet. First stage is Harikatha Ruchi. One should develop taste for Harikatha. Here Prabhupada says, a Krishna person, nothing is palatable without lessons of Krishna. Harikatha is very palatable. It is not Harikatha, it is not palatable. You will never hear Rajaniti Katha, Gramya Katha, Indrapriti Katha. Understand? Such complete Krishna conscious persons, devotee will never hear topics of politics, political topics, topics related to sense gratification. Isn't it? It is not Krishna Katha. That is distasteful, unpalatable for him. He develops ruchi, he develops taste for Harikatha, and this ruchi, his taste, is the great asset, sampatti. Jadanu dhyasina jukta karma granthi nibandhanam chindanti kovidastasya kono kurjat katharating.
With sword in hand, intelligent men cut through the binding knots of reactionary work, karma, by remembering the personality of Godhead. Therefore, who will not pay attention to his message?
Will not?
Who will not?
Intensely, what he says?
Therefore, who will not? Everyone should.
Understood, develop the taste of Harikatha. That is what needed. So, when you develop the taste of Harikatha, then your door is opened for Bhagavata Dharma. Understand me? Jagadish, you understand? When one develops taste for Harikatha, then door is opened. And then he gets access. Then he gets entrance into Bhagavata Dharma. Understand me? As long as one has not developed ruchi, taste for Harikatha, he cannot enter into Bhagavata Dharma. Cannot enter. Do you understand? Cannot enter. Therefore, Sutta Goswami says, Susruso Sratadhanasya Vasudeva Katharuchi Syan Mahatsevaya Vipra Punyatirtho Nisevanat.
O twice-born sages, by serving those devotees who are completely freed from all vice, great service is done. By such service, one gains affinity for hearing the messages of Vasudeva.
Yes. By serving such Mahatmas, Mahatseva, he will develop this ruchi, taste. From their lips, he will develop greed, how to hear more and more Harikatha. Then, when he develops such Harikatha, ruchi, Krishna Katha, Sravana Kirtana, then what will happen? Sunatan Sukata Krishna Punya Sravana Kirtana Pradhasto hi abhadrani vidhanoti sussadam. That will take place.
Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, Supersoul, in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee, who has developed the urge to hear his messages.
So, then all anarthas are finished. Abhadras, anarthas, material desires, even unwanted things, nasty things are rooted out. Heart becomes cleansed up. Hridayasya Vadrani Vidhanoti, cleansed up. Then, Nashtaprayesu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Then how can get Naishtiki Bhakti? Then next verse says, yes.
By regular attendance in classes like this one, on the Bhagavatam, and by rendering a service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed.
Yes.
And loving service under the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact.
Irrevocable fact. Naishtiki Bhakti. Then it is established. Then what happened? Tadaharadastama bhava kamalo bhadayastadi chetayati irana viddham sthitham sattve prasidati. Next step.
As soon as irrevocable loving service is established in the heart, the effects of nature's modes of passion and ignorance, such as lust, desire, and hankering, disappear from the heart.
Disappear. Why lust? Why? Why? It will disappear. This will disappear. They are not hearing Hari Katha Baba, therefore so lust is there. Yes. Then what happens? Tadāradasana satya prasidati.
Then the devotee is established in goodness, and he
Then
becomes completely happy.
established goodness becomes completely happy. Completely happy, no unhappiness. Then what happens? Evam prasanna manaso bhagavata bhakti yogataha bhagavata sattva vijnanam mutta sangasya dayate. Then comes this thing.
Thus established in the mode of unalloyed goodness.
Then comes from sattva to unalloyed goodness, Suddha sattva. Yes.
The man whose mind has been enlivened by contact with devotional service to the Lord gains positive scientific knowledge of the personality of Godhead in the stage of liberation from all material association.
The liberation from all material association. That is, what is say, automatically achieved. As for example, the devotees, they want only Krishna and Krishna service. Na dhanam, na dhanam, na sundarim kavitam jagadisha kamaye, mama janmani janmani sware bhavata bhakti rai. They don't want dhana and jana. Oh Lord, I don't want material wealth. Oh Lord, I don't want material fall or dhana. I don't want a beautiful woman to enjoy. I don't want mukti also. Janmani janmani sware bhavata bhakti. Life after life, I'll serve your lotus feet, give you all pleasure. Give me honor, devotion only. Though devotees don't want anything, and they are exclusively engaged in loving service of Krishna, that means engaged in Sudha Bhakti, but automatic attainment, what is that? What is that? That means their avidya, ignorance is destroyed, their false ego is destroyed. You understand? All these lost material desires are gone. It's automatic. Do you follow me? As for example, you plant a mango. What is the purpose? To get mango. Isn't it? Very ripe mango, seed you planted, then germinates, tree grows. At last flower came, then mango came, the mango ripened. So your purpose to get such nice sweet mango, you planted mango tree. So that is cheap. But secondary one, what you say? You get very nice cool shade, isn't it? Nice scent coming out, the flower of mango buds. Nice scent coming out. Very cool shade is there. You get some fuel also. It's automatic attainment. Do you follow? The cheap one is to get sweet mango. Similarly, cheap aim is to bhavatad bhakti rahet kidoi. Life after life I will serve your lotus feet, give you all pleasure. So, secondary one's automatic attainment is all your avidya is destroyed, ignorance is destroyed, false ego is destroyed, your material desire for material enjoyment, desire for mukti, everything is gone now. Do you follow me? No strenuous endeavor is to be made for it. It's automatic development. Therefore says, vidyante hridayanti siddhante sarva sansaya khiyante tasya karmani drushta evatmani sure.
Thus the knot in the heart is pierced.
It's automatic. Hard knot is pierced. Yes.
And all misgivings are cut to pieces.
Yes.
The chain of fruitive actions is terminated.
Yes. Karmic reactions are finished. Yes.
When one sees the self as master.
Master. Everything is gone. Automatic attainment. So, ato vaikavaya nityam bhakting paramaya muda vasudevi bhagavati kurvanti atma prasadani. This is the conclusion.
Certainly, therefore, since time immemorial, all transcendentalists have been rendering devotional service to Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead, with great delight.
With great delight, paramaharse, with great delight, yes. Yes.
Because such devotional service enlivening to the self.
Enlivening to the soul and gives all happiness to the soul. Enlivening and gives all happiness to the soul. Yes. So, finished. Is all enlivening and all happiness. If you cultivate karma, follow the path of karma, then during sadhana you have to toil very hard. Isn't it? Very hard, toiling very hard. It's so much distress and unhappiness. In sadhya also unhappiness, but in bhakti no unhappiness, no distress at all. It's all happiness, all pleasure. Do you follow? This is all happiness and all pleasure. In sadhana dasa and siddha dasa, sadhya dasa. It's all happiness and pleasure. Do you follow me? That is why all Mahajanas, Kavaya, Mahajana sadhus, they have concluded that cultivate bhakti. Give up karma, jnana, yoga, everything, cultivate bhakti only. Follow me? Then Prabhupada says, nectar of devotion, as prescribed, nectar of devotion can be trained in this consciousness, attain perfect understanding. For a Krishna conscious person, nothing is possible without relationship with Krishna. Nectar of devotion, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, this Rupapada, Rupa Goswami, says there are 6 characteristics of bhakti. Pure bhakti, Suddha bhakti, not ordinary bhakti, pure bhakti. What is that? Kresagni Subhada, Mukhya Laguta Akut Sudurlabha, Sandra Ananda Vishesatma, Sri Krishna Karsini Chosa. Do you follow? What are 6? First is Kresagni. Destroyed all sufferings. Second is Subhada, is all auspicious, no inauspiciousness. Third is Mukhya Laguta Krut. It makes the Mukhya liberation most insignificant. Kicking. Fourth is Sudurlava. It is rarely achieved. I said how rarely achieved. Hari Bhakti is Sudurlava. Fifth is Sandrananda Vishesatma. What is that? Sandrananda Vishesatma.
Essence of cream of delight of a special kind. It's something very special.
Very special? What?
Of devotion, the essence of the cream.
Essence and cream of devotion, Sandran Pragada Ananda. Very deep Ananda. Pleasure. Transcendental pleasure, nothing material. That's Sandrananda. Sri Krishna Karsini, 6th one. It attracts Krishna. Krishna will be attracted. Understand? Then you will get Krishna. Do you follow? These are 6 characteristics of Suddha Bhakti in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So, this Subhada is all auspicious. Bhakti jagat thake, sab kusala mangala. Bhakti vina raja hoile o mangala. If you have Bhakti jagat, all auspiciousness is there. But if you become king without Bhakti, it's all inauspicious. So many enemies are there, all trying to kill. Kill him. Then some big leaders, they are shot dead. Isn't it? What is their life? Shot dead. Bhakti vina raja hoile o mangala. If you become king, you want to become king without bhakti, it's all inauspicious. So this is Subhada, all auspiciousness. So Rupa Goswami has explained in Bhakti Rasamrita. What is that? How many types and what Subhada? He explained. Subhani Prinanam Sarva Jagata Manuraktata Sadguna Sukamityadinya Khyatini Manisibhi. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. You have? Why don't you? Subhani Prinanam Sarva Jagata Manuraktata Sadguna Sugamityadina Khyatini Manisibhi. That means this Subhadatta Bhakti gives all auspicious. What is that? Those who are bhaktas, uttam bhaktas, great devotees, what you say, Bhagavata, Mahabhagavata. Do you understand? Mahabhagavata, great devotees, they love one and all. Do you follow? They love one another because they love Krishna. And they see one relationship, that is loving relationship Krishna. If you can love Krishna, then you will love one and all. Otherwise you cannot love anybody. Do you follow? One who loves Krishna, he loves one and all. Such Mahabhagavatas, great devotees, Premi Bhaktas, whose object of love is Krishna, they love one and all. They love the whole world. Because it is related to Krishna, who is the object of love. Understand my language? This is that of love for one and all, love for the whole world. And there is reciprocation. If you love one and all will love you. Isn't it? Isn't it? This is Subhada. Acharyas say, this is Subhada. You understand? The whole world, they love the sadhus. Because sadhu loves one and all, the whole world. They get the such complete Krishna conscious person, Mahabhagavata, it's a Mahabhagavata, very, very advanced devotee. Automatically he is endowed with all godly qualities, divine qualities, and he gets transcendental pleasure and happiness. That is Subha, that is auspicious. Do you understand? This is Subhada. One who develops such an devotion, pure devotion, if such bhakti rises in whom, then he gives pleasure to Krishna, thereby, if you get pleasure to Krishna, automatically everybody will be pleased with you. Jasmin tuste, jagat tusta. If Krishna is pleased, everybody will be pleased with you. Do you follow? Yes. And he will also, everybody will also love him. He loves everybody loves him. And automatically he gets, he develops all divine qualities. Jasya asti bhaktir, bhagavati akinchana, sarvi gunesh tattva, samaste sura, harava bhaktasya kudha mahadguna, manarthena asati, dhavata bahi. 5th canto. That verse is there. One who develops devotion unto Supreme Lord, automatically is endowed with all divine qualities, all godly qualities, all demigods manifest in his person. Such a bhakta. Do you follow? So, he becomes endowed with all divine qualities, all godly qualities. So, everything is auspicious for him. Pandita, the Pandits, learned Pandit, they say this is all auspiciousness. Jagat Prinanam. This verse is there. Bhakti says, Subhani Prinanam. Prinana means priti, love, trupti, giving satisfaction and pleasure. This Prinana. Do you follow? Sanskrit word. Quoting Padma Puran, so this Rupapad says, Janarchito haristena tapityani tapitani jagantyapi rajjanti jantavasatra jangama sthavarapi. He quoted that. Padma Puran. Janarchite haristena tapitani jagantyapi rajjanti jantavasatra jangama sthavarapi. Padma Puran says, one who is engaged in loving service to Lord Hari, offering loving service to Lord Hari, offering worship with love, priti, only such a sadhu Mahabhagavata will give pleasure to the whole world, satisfaction and pleasure to the whole world. All sthavar and jangam, moving and non-moving, mobile, immobile, everybody in the world will be pleased with him. Do you understand? This is Prinana. This is Prinana. Do you follow? One who develops already devotion is automatic. Automatic all. He becomes endowed with all godly qualities, divine qualities. What are those? Krupalu, Akruta, Droho, Satya, Sara, Sama, Niddosa, Vadanya, Mudhu, Suji, Akinchana, Sarvopakarga, Santa, Krishnika, Sarana, Agama, Nidhiha, Sthira, Vijita, Sarguna, Mita, Bhut, Abramatta, Manada, Amani, Gambhira, Karuna, Maitra, Kavi, Daksha, Muni. These are qualities. You have. Hey, you have. The verse is in 11th canto, Bhagavatam. Krishna says to Uddhava, and it's quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Kaviraj Goswami quoted. Krupalu Akruta Droha. Krupalu Akruta Droha. Kripalu Akruta Droha. Satya Sara Sama Nirdosha Padanya Mrudu Suchi Akinchana Sarvopakaraka Santa. Mrudu Suchi Akinchana Sarvopakaraka Santa. Krishnika Sana Agama Nidhiha Sthira Vijita Sadguna. Mita Bhuka Pramatta Manadamani Gambhira Karuna Maitra Kavi Daksha Muni. Yeah. Krupalu Akruta Droha. Have not? No? What index you have prepared? I can find out. He is very merciful. He is not envious of anybody. He is truthful. He has developed equal vision, nirdosa, no imperfection is there, free from all contamination. He is very munificent. He is always clean, suci, akinchana, lowest of the low, no pride. He does good to everybody. He is peaceful, completely surrendered unto lotus feet of Krishna. He has no desire for material enjoyment, no desire for liberation. He is fixed. He fixed sthira, do you understand? Never feels restlessness. He has conquered his senses and mind, controlled. Mita Bhuk eats very little, is not greedy fellow. It's so much. Apramatta, no pride. Manada, he gives respect to one and all. Amani never demands respect for him. Gambhira, very grave. Karuna, merciful. Maitra, he is friendly. He is Kavi, expert. Daksha, Mauni, he always silent, only speaks Krishna Katha, never speaks anything but Krishna. Therefore he is silent. You are gone? Yes.
Devotees are always merciful, humble, truthful, equal to all, faultless, magnanimous, mild, and clean. They are without material possessions, and they perform welfare work for everyone. They are peaceful, surrendered to Krishna, and desireless. They are indifferent to material acquisitions and effects in devotional service. They completely control the 6 bad qualities, lust, anger, greed, and so forth. They eat only as much as required, and they are not inebriated. They are respectful, brave, compassionate, and without false prestige. They are friendly, poetic, expert, and silent.
These are qualities of the sadhu, is completely surrendered soul. Krishna ka sanatva, complete surrender to Krishna is the chief symptom. Others are secondary symptoms. If chief is there, others automatically rise. No extraneous endeavor should be made to have it. Do you understand me? If chief is completely surrendered. So, question is here, Shraddha, one who has Bhakti Sukruti, automatically he becomes attracted towards sadhu, comes for sadhu sangha. Does sadhu sangha, hear from sadhu, then understands, who am I am Krishna Das, what to do? I must take shelter of accept Guru. Then I must engage myself in service. I am servant of Krishna, loving service. Then engage in bhajan. You understand? Taking shelter of Sadguru, he engaged in the bhajan. So, prior to that, before coming to this path, you understand, bhajan patha, prior to that, he had many bad qualities, isn't it? Many anarthas, isn't it? Covered, surrounded with many bad qualities, many anarthas. But when it comes to this path, accepts a Sadguru, surrenders to the lotus feet of Sadguru, then under his guidance, engages himself in sadhan bhajan, then gradually bhajan kriya, then anartha nibrati. Gradually all anarthas disappear, will be destroyed, and there will be gradual development of these godly qualities, good qualities. It is simultaneous. Do you follow me? Simultaneous. One hand, at one side, these anarthas are gradually becoming destroyed. Other side, gradual development of good qualities. Simultaneously, these two things take place. As long as anarthas are not destroyed, do you follow me? These good qualities are not developed, then what is that stage? That is bhajana bhasa or nama bhasa. Do you follow? He is in bhajana bhasa or nama stage. That means anarthas are not destroyed, good qualities are not developed. Do you follow? Bhajana bhasa or nama bhasa. Then he crosses the stage, pure name came out, rising of pure name, that will come to the path of pure devotion, Suddha Bhakti, all these anarthas are destroyed, automatically all these good qualities, as we mentioned, 27 qualities are there, automatic development. There will be automatic development, then at that time, that stage, that sadhaka develops intense, what do you say, intense greed, very intense greed for sadhu sangha and hear Krishna katha ruchi. Do you follow? Because he tastes mellow, Such, are you tasting sweet nectarian mellow? He tastes mellow. Then with the katha ruchi, there is no question, there is no anartha, no papa at all. Do you follow? Then he will constantly think of Krishna, no other thought is there in his mind, manmana bhava. How there will be thought of earning money, maintaining my family, doing that and that. Nothing will be there. So, this is Krishna Bhakti, Mahabhagavata, pure Bhakti, and this Nirbandha Krishna Samandhe, Isavasvidam, and he sees Krishna everywhere, sees everything in Krishna, he is fixed in lotus feet of Krishna, is complete Krishna conscious person. And Khatvanga Maharaj was like that, and everything he finds is unpalatable, that is not related to Krishna. Katha, not related to Krishna, finds unpalatable. He only relishes Krishna Katha. So he says, Krishna conscious person, nothing is palatable without relationship with Krishna. He is never interested. He will never be interested in hearing political topics concerning self-gratification, topics concerning material development, what is that? Economic development, this and that. So many plans, projects will do, then when this will be developed, that will be developed. He is not interested at all. Those topics are very, very unpalatable to him. This Uttam Bhagavatam, Mahabhagavatam. And Khatvanga Maharaj Sastra. Thank you. Prabhupada Ji Maharaj ki jai, Samavita Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Gaur Pramanandi.
We will change the translation for this verse in the Bhagavatam with the permission. This Evam Pranasa Manaso verse, it says that thus established in the mud of unalloyed goodness, we would like a change. The man whose mind has been enlivened by contact with the lotus hand of Srila Gurudev gains positive scientific knowledge of the personality of Godhead and the stage of liberation from all material associations. We can see this, that you're giving your association, your lotus hand with these devotees.
You need a helmet. You need a helmet.
Yes, so much lost in him. Huh? So much lost. For it, Gokul Das. What to love? He destroyed. All is God. Baba. Develop great for sadhu sangha here, Krishna. Huh? Otherwise, very difficult. Very difficult. Huh?
Krishna make a statement that he says, Mochita Magato Prana Bhotyantash Paraparam,
Yes.
He says that the souls of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are turned there to me, and they derive great satisfaction, bliss, enlightening one another, and conversing about me.
Yes.
But then he goes on.
Huh. Yes.
So here we observe in pure devotion, Suddha Bhakta, but suddenly in this Suddha Bhakta's heart enter ignorance. Because he said, out of compassion for them, I dwelling in their hearts.
Out of compassion, he did.
Yes, but he's talking about Krishna Kada. Like how can he enter
One who
and dispel
develops
ignorance?
Baba.
This contradiction.
No contradiction is there.
No.
No. One who develops Katha Ruchi, develops taste for Hari Katha, it's automatic. Simultaneous taste for Krishna dispels the ignorance, then darkness prevailing in the heart by enkindling knowledge of light. You understand? All is material, unearth has gone, annabhyasa gone, everything. Krishna destroys. It is automatic. No contradiction.
No contradiction.
No contradiction. No contradiction at all. Simultaneous.
Is that to realize Krishna Prema?
What is that?
Our goal is that to realize Krishna Prema or to serve in Krishna
No,
Prema?
no. Goal is to develop Krishna Prema, to get Krishna. That is goal. It's not relish. Relishment is automatic. Mellow. Relishment of mellow. Do you understand? Relishment is mellow. You relish the mellow. If you give pleasure to Krishna, it's automatic relishment is there. Because it is reciprocal. It is not one-sided. If you give pleasure to Krishna, then automatically you will get pleasure. Yes, it's automatic. Because two sides. Visaya, Asraya. Visaya gets pleasure, Asraya also. But we have no such desire. It will automatically achieved. But we should not have such desire, cherish such desire. Only desire to give all pleasure and enjoyment to him, nothing for me.
But you always say we should be greedy for this.
Greedy for what?
For grain.
Greedy for Krishna Katha, greedy for sadhu sangha, greedy for loving service. Nothing greedy for our own enjoyment, happiness. Yes.
You're telling a story from Chaitanya Bhagavad about Sriraj Thakur and about how he would maintain his family. So my question is that is this a way that everyone should maintain themselves? Is this a standard for everyone, or is this a certain platform? At what point does one try to behave like that? Because we don't see there's many other instructions also from the Guru and the Acharyas how one should behave in the household life, and many of the Acharyas don't even behave like that. So is this at a certain point that someone behaves like this? Or
one who is Mahabhagavata, he behaves like that. If you are Mahabhagavata, then you can behave like that. Otherwise, how can you behave? Don't imitate it. It is not artificial, Baba. Not artificial, not imitation, Baba.
I do like it, it's just because I'm lazy, I want to sleep.
Yes. One is Mahabhagavata. Only sees Krishna, nothing else. Everything related. It's Krishna's family. Never says I and mine. It's Krishna's family. And the whole family is engaged in Krishna's service. Then Krishna maintains. That is...
If you imitate, we all really starve then.
Huh?
If we imitate, then we all really starve.
Yes. No supply, you will be there. No supply. He's imitating. He's imitator. Artificially. Pretender, only pretends. The great pretender. Huh? He pretends. No pretension, Baba. No imitation. It's quite spontaneous.
So one who's aspiring for Ananya Bhakti, Guru Maharaj, then how should they behave? Should they not try and follow in the footsteps of the example of Srivas Thakur?
Huh?
One who is aspiring for Ananya Bhakti. Should such a devotee not try and follow in the footsteps of Srivas Thakur?
You must follow.
So what does that mean practically? In the sense of should one just engage in bhajan and just take care of bare necessities?
Then take care of bhajan. If you are really taking care of a bhajan, engaged in bhajan, loving service, sadhu sangha, doing sadhu sangha, and hearing Krishna Katha, only exclusively thinking of Krishna. Krishna says, Jogo khemam bahami. I carry, I protect what he has gotten, and what lacks I carry. Then you have unflinching faith, definitely. This is Srivasa, and many stories I tell you. Narsingh Mehta, that Gita Panda story I tell. Who has complete faith in this verse? What is that? Oh, Krishna carries. Krishna carries. Krishna carries. Do you follow? Krishna carries. Himself carries. Carrying. Big load. Tommy. Do you follow? That Gita Panda, one Gita Panda, Brahman, every day reads Gita. When it comes to this verse, oh, what is this? Krishna carries? Oh, it may be. Krishna may inspire. Krishna may inspire some wealthy man, some rich man. He may donate something. Yes, the poor man faces difficulty maintaining his family, but exclusively is engaged in this Shravan Kirtan, Krishna Katha not. Never does anything, never goes out, never earns money, so family starves. So Krishna may inspire some wealthy man, he may come and donate something. Krishna says, I myself carry. Some doubt came in me. No, why doubt comes? There's no doubt. But Krishna says, in such thought comes. So what he does? All right, crossed it with a red ink pen. Red ink pen. Do you understand? Then went out. This poor Brahmin went out begging, get something. But that day couldn't get anything. Couldn't get anything. Very poor Brahmin. Couldn't get. Got many doors knocking. Negative. Then it is afternoon, 3 p.m. going to 4 p.m. Starving, whole family starving. Nothing there in the house. Wife is waiting. Yes, husband will come with some rice, dal, something. So I'll cook. But it became disappointed. What happened? Today very bad day. So at last, Krishna came carrying very heavy load, carrying rice, dal, sabji, ghee, oil, spices, sugar, milk, many nice things, all required. Very heavy load like this, to load this side one. Carrying a boy like this, white complexion, black complexion, came carrying heavy load, knocked at the door. Guruma, understand me?
Yes.
What is that?
Mother of Guru.
Wife of Guru. The Brahman said, who is calling? Flour, vegetables, ghee, oil, salt, sugar, so many nice things. Very heavy. Hey, who sent? Yes, my master sent. Oh, he may be coming empty-handed and put such heavy load on such a tender boy. Huh? Son, all right, come in, come in. He put the heavy load inside. Huh? Then sent. The Brahman saw red marks on his back. Hey, what had happened to you? Why these red marks? Oh, your husband, my master, grabbed me and put us heavy load. Hey, go immediately to my house. I was just a little hesitant. So he scratched my back. Scratched. Understand me? That means he had made red marks on that verse, that scratching on back.
Because he's carry on back.
Yeah, scratching, crushed. Oh, such a cruel person. So tender boy, putting heavy load on him and scratched his back. Huh? Hey boy, you are very tired. Please sit down, let me go and cook something for you eat. No, mother, I have many loads are there. I have to carry. I have no time. I have to carry many loads, such many loads. That's my profession. I have to carry. Arre, just wait 5 minutes, 1 minute. I'll fry something. Huh? So in this, meanwhile, the Brahman approached. You understand? And coming empty-handed. Hey, what happened? You come? Today is a very bad day. Nothing available. You sent such heavy load with a young boy. Such tender age boy, such short limb, such heavy load, and again you have crushed his back. There's blood coming out. Oh, who is he? Where is he? He just came. He's just sitting inside. Chalo, dekhenge. So entered. Nobody was there. He disappeared. So, where is he? Oh, there. Madhvana. Backside. So, of unflinching faith, it is said. Then Brahman, oh, I am such a great offender. Yes, there is some doubt in the words. Yes, really, Krishna cared. Oh, Brahman, you are so fortunate. You saw, I could see. I want to get some dust from your feet. You are very fortunate, you, my wife. You saw Krishna. I could see. So, understand me? This true story is true. Yes, Jo came Brahman, definitely. If of slightest doubt, no doubt at all, definitely. Understand? But you have doubt. How can you get it? No doubt, no tinge of doubt. Definitely, that's true. Yes. Prabhupada Maharaj. Example. Typical example. Is not a materialist. Isavasyam. Khattanga Maharaj was not attached to such things, nor could he think of anything existing without the purpose of Supreme Lord. Isavasyam idam sarvam, everything is related to the Supreme Personality Godhead. Of course, this consciousness is not for the ordinary person. But if one takes to the path of devotional service, as prescribed in the nectar of devotion, he can be trained in this consciousness and attain perfect understanding. One should take training. Do you follow? How to develop complete Krishna consciousness. It says consciousness not for ordinary person, but if one takes to path of devotional service, come to the path of bhakti, as prescribed in nectar of devotion, he can be trained in consciousness, attain perfect understanding. You must accept such a complete Krishna consciousness. Your devotee of Krishna as Guru, spiritual master, take shelter of him. Take shelter of him at his lotus feet. Krishna je tomar, Krishna dite paro, tomar sokoti ache. Ami je kangal, Krishna Krishna boli, dhaye tabo, pache. One understands this thing. I want Krishna. Krishna is everything. Everything belongs to Krishna. I belong to Krishna. I am Krishna's eternal servant, is my eternal master. What is say? Duty, business, only one business, to serve Krishna, to give him all happiness and enjoyment, nothing for me, only to run behind a complete Krishna conscious person who has bound of Krishna in his heart, the rope of love, to get Krishna. Krishna is tomar Krishna jite paro, tomaro sakoti ache, ami je kangal, Krishna Krishna boli, nae to pache pache. Oh Vaishnava Thakur, Krishna yours. Huh? Krishna is yours, isn't it? Because you are bound of Krishna in your heart. Krishna is there. Only you can give me Krishna. I want Krishna. Huh? Isn't it? As a penniless person, poor man, runs behind a wealthy person. Baba, ek penny dao. Baba, ek penny dao. Huh? Isn't it? Give me 1 penny, give me 1 penny. Poor man, poor man, poor man. Huh? Similarly, who is greedy for Krishna, then he'll run behind such a dear devotee, Premi Bhakta. Baba, Baba, Vaishnava Thakur, give me Krishna, give me Krishna, give me Krishna. Huh? Krishna belongs to you. Only you can give me Krishna. Only who has gotten Krishna will give Krishna. Who can else give Krishna? Has not gotten Krishna? Huh? Can he? So, and who has gotten Krishna? That's the question. Who has gotten Krishna? Huh? Who has born of Krishna is the rope of love. Krishna never lives this. This is the thief there. Bhagavatottama. Huh? Isn't it? Here it says Bhagavatottama, Mahabhagavata. Huh? Who sees Krishna everywhere. Who sees everything belonging to Krishna. Huh? And Krishna doesn't leave his heart. Only he can give Krishna. Who else? He is always engaged in loving service, engaged in bhajan. Kirtaniya sada hari. Huh? Isn't it? Kirtaniya sada hari. Only Lord Hari should be served. Bhajan. Why? 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 Hari is the object of love. We have perfect loving relationship with Hari. Do you understand? Eternal, perfect, loving relationship with Hari. Isn't it? Therefore he is bhajaniya. Huh? Therefore he is bhajaniya. Because Lord Hari is the object of love and we have eternal, perfect, loving relationship with Hari. Therefore Hari is bhajaniya. Otherwise why you do bhajan, Hari bhajan? Huh? Understand me? We have perfect, eternal, loving relationship.